I ain't gonna lie, yeah. You see this Puffy case, yeah, this Diddy case, yeah. This Diddy case has made me look at 50 Cent different, man. I've lost respect for 50 Cent. I'm telling you, I've lost respect for 50 Cent. This is a man that the government, like, don't get it twisted. Diddy's done his wrongs and all that, but this is Diddy down at his lowest, and you're just kicking and just kicking him and kicking him while he's down, bro. Just kicking him while he's down, showing. I can't believe no one's really spoke about this like 50 Cent's doing. This ain't. When was it ever cool to be laughing and joking about a person so much? Like when it's someone dealing with their life, you don't see a lot of other guys. 50 Cent is supposed to be from the street, yeah. So regardless, yeah, even if you and Puffy have anything, yeah, as a guy being from the street, the powers that be, the government, the feds, the police, they're more your enemy than Diddy. They're more your enemy than Diddy. And you're just on here just slandering Diddy, slandering Diddy. I don't understand. 50's got loads of endorsement sponsors and whatnot, and they're just like watching this behavior. Like, I don't understand how he's not getting reprimanded for none of this, or you know what I'm saying? Like, yo, your behavior, how you're moving, you're doing big business, you're doing big deals and all that, and you're doing all this. You should be way above this. You should be way above this. Like, yeah, 50 Cent's a funny guy, but there's a difference between being funny, weird, and just petty. You get me? This ain't funny. This ain't funny what 50 Cent has been doing to Diddy. It's not funny. These are the feds, you know. The feds are probably tried to get you out the way, 50. We know the police have tried to get 50 Cent out the way. Let me get into this quickly. Here is Prodigy from Mobb Deep. In this interview, he talks about how the police wanted him to set 50 Cent up. So why is 50 going on like, yo, yeah, Diddy might be your enemy, but them feds and the police, they're a bigger enemy to you. They wanted you to be set up. They wanted someone to plant a gun. They wanted you to go to jail for something you didn't even do. They wanted someone to plant a gun in the car and then catch you with it. That's how bad they wanted you, and you're trolling Diddy against them. Let me play this.
We just want to know about 50 Cent. You know, we know you down with G Unit. We want something on 50. If you can help us get something with 50, we let you walk right now. So I'm like, what? So, you know, my mind, you know, I snap it to strategic thinking. You know what I'm saying? Now I'm thinking strategic. Now I want to hear more I want to hear how far these people are willing to take this. So now I start acting like I'm willing to help them, right? And I start saying things like, I put my head down like this. Can I get a cigarette? You know what I'm saying? I start doing things like that, and they start thinking like, oh yeah, he's thinking about it. You know what I mean? So now I'm getting them to talk. Now they talking. Now they like, yo, listen, maybe does 50 use drugs? Does he buy drugs? Does he do anything illegal? Does he sell guns? So now I'm just like, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? So now they like, well, would you be willing maybe to, does he let you in his car? Does he let you in his house? Would you be willing maybe to drop some drugs in his car, or maybe drop a gun in his car and then give us a call? I'm like, wow. I'm like, yo, these people was ill, right? So I'm like, I'm sitting there acting like I'm thinking about it. I'm like, I don't know, man, I don't know. Can I get another cigarette? You know what I'm saying? So I'm playing it like that, right? I'm being strategic, like, because I'm a smart nigga, you know what I'm saying? So they just yapping away, and I'm seeing they really want to set this dude up. They have no they can't, you know, they want to do it because 50 don't do nothing. He's strictly business. He don't fuck around, you know what I'm saying? And they mad at that. You know, they want to bring this man down because he's successful, has money, and they never can't get no case on him. You know what I mean? Like, they want to arrest him so bad, like, to have something on him, and they just can't do it. They can't pin nothing on this man. So they trying to make a case. You know what I mean? They trying to make it something. And, you know, so at the end of the little 30, 40-minute interrogation, you know, I basically told them, yo, listen, man, you're gonna charge me, you're gonna hit me with time, I'll serve my time. I'm not snitching on nobody, I'm gonna set people up. You know what I mean? I do my time like a man. I'm not a rat. You know what I'm saying? Once they see that, they like, take his ass back to the set. You know what I mean? Every hour, they would send a new group of detectives to question me. Like, they was probably in the back room like, well, let me try, I can get him to crack. No, let me try. All right, you try once, let me try now. You know what I mean? So they all trying to take their little turns to see which one of them can get me to work with them. The last one was the ATF. You know what I mean? The ATF came, pulled me out my cell, brought me upstairs in the precinct to a conference room this time at a round table. All of them had their ATF jackets on with the yellow, you know, writing on the iron-on ATF shit on the back. They had their badges around their neck. And I'm talking about senior officers, senior whatever the fuck you call them, agents, you know, with gray hair. You could tell they were high up, you know what I mean? And you could tell somebody called these dudes and they came from their houses to come down to do this. So, you know, they tried, you know what I mean? They was asking me to do the same thing. You know, put something in the car, could you, you know, maybe we could set up a buy and bust where he buy some drugs off you, maybe. I'm just like, wow, these dudes was going hard for this nigga. Like, they really don't like this nigga, right? So ultimately, you know, I ain't do nothing. Of course, I ain't work with them or whatever. I'm like, you know, fuck y'all, I do my time.
So there you have it. Look, the ATF, it weren't the feds, yeah, but it was the police and the ATF, yeah. They was trying to get Prodigy to put you in a crime that you didn't even do. Like saying, yo, can you get in his car? Can you get in his house? They was willing so bad to get 50. They would have made someone go and put a gun in his car or go and put some drugs in his yard, then raid his yard, knowing that he ain't into nothing. And these are the guys, yeah, these are the guys you should be saying, yo, all of them, the feds, the ATF, and the police, fuck them. Look what they try to do to me. And you can see that obviously Diddy has done some wrong, but you can see as well that there is a bit of corruption on the Diddy point as well. There's corruption on the Diddy point as well. You know that. They just want to get Diddy bad. So you seeing that, you should never, like, Diddy might be your enemy, but you should never be siding, like, be saying anything to try and encourage or help them or be make it look like you're on their side. They wanted you out of there. Even to this day, 50 Cent, yeah, if they could get someone to plant some drugs or gun in your house or car, they would do it. So you should be just saying fuck them straight up. And you're talking about, and then you're doing all these petty stuff here, like, wait there, let me get onto this. Then you're doing all this petty stuff, like, even as a joke. This is not a joke, bro. Even as a joke, you're writing letters to you. I don't think you sent this to the judge, because if you sent this would, you know what I'm saying, I'll just think you was trolling here. But still, you shouldn't even be we don't troll like that, especially you being a guy. Obviously you're a big businessman and all that now, but a man like you should know better to not be even trolling like this. Imagine this, someone's in pen and someone I don't like's in pen. That it's not even like 50 had street beef. When Preem and them went jail, 50 Cent was laughing and that. That's cool. When Irv passed, 50 Cent said he was smoking Irv and joking about it. That they had real street beef. I can't say like, oh, okay. I can't be like, oh, okay, you've never had real beef with Diddy. You've been trolling Diddy for over 20 years. Trolling Diddy since he started, 50 Cent has been trolling Diddy. You get me? So what makes him hate Diddy so much? But this letter here, I'm not reading through this whole letter, but like if this was true, this would be bad, man. You get me? You can't do this stuff. You can't do that. Imagine me writing a letter to the judge about him, man. Even if it's nothing to do with me, you shouldn't be doing all this there, writing letters to judges. But you know what is? I think 50 Cent, yeah. Because no matter what people want to say, yeah, no matter what people want to say, or how much 50 Cent wants to play it cool, this is humiliating him. This has got to 50. 50's not a man that shows his feelings. Even in his raps, you never really heard how 50 Cent felt in his raps. He never went personal. 50 Cent's not a personal guy. He's been good to over these 20 years to never get personal, either in interviews, either in or in his music. Nothing. You never hear a other side to 50. It's all the straight grimy being this 50, the joker 50, the the disrespectful 50. That's all. That's one thing I say about 50 is being consistent through his whole career, being the same person. And that's probably why his music has not lasted the test of time either. Because 50 Cent will try and drop an album now, rapping how he rapped in '03, and that's not going to cut it. Even his album Get Rich or Die Trying, no one ain't really playing and turning that on now. That's aged terribly. But yeah, Diddy, look, 50 Cent, for all the time 50 Cent was trolling Diddy. Diddy never said anything really about 50 Cent. But this is the knockout blow. This is the knockout blow. He got your B-Mars, had her doing free cuffs. You seen what the evidence in the trial. 50 Cent's babe mother was in the trial. He was making other man nail 50 Cent's B-Mars. Had her doing free cuffs and all that. A few of my brethren have been like, oh, well, 50 Cent ain't with her. That's still a L. That's still a L regardless. You don't have to be with your B-Mars or nothing. That's the mother of your son. She lives with your son. 50 Cent's son lives with her. That's his son's mother. So either way, his son's gonna have to deal with that down the line when he's older, read about that or see on the internet. Regardless if 50 Cent has nothing to do with that at all, it's still an L for 50 Cent. Diddy has give 50 a bigger L than 50 has ever give Diddy. Do you know what I'm saying? That's why you're seeing 50 do all these kind of stuff here, like, wait there. All kind of stuff here. All this when Diddy got sentenced. Obviously, Diddy thought he was coming out, so we booked an appointment from Miami the week after he got sentenced. And 50 Cent's like, hey, to whoever was booking Diddy for speaking engagement, I heard he won't be able to make it. And you know, all this kind of stuff here, this is after Diddy got sentenced. Like, come on, man. And then look, Diddy's defense claims man tried to shank him in jail, alleged attack thwarted, and 50 Cent's joking, this cap, I told them to wait. Just do all this petty stuff, like, yo, you get me? Like, look at this. I think he dropped his pencil. I'm going to send Jane to see him to make sure he's okay. How much you think she would charge for that? Lol. Like, come on, man. One thing I'll say about Diddy, though, Diddy, you should never be, this is, like, don't come out, you can't come out now, Diddy, and try, because Diddy always tries to come with bravado and go on like he's that guy and all that. You're in the court begging the judge, crying and getting down on your knees, man. You gotta have some, you know what I'm saying? You gotta have something about you, Diddy. You'll never see me in court for not doing this and begging the judge and crying before my sentencing. Diddy was doing all of that. You know what I'm saying? Diddy needed to man up. But yeah, 50 just doing all that stuff there. Just I don't rate it, man. I don't rate it at all, bro. I'll be honest. I don't rate it at all. Even this, look, Trump said that Diddy asked him for a pardon after he got sentenced and all that. But obviously, Trump didn't pardon him. And 50 Cent's here commenting again. Man, you can't get no pardon running your mouth like that, law. Get out of here. If 50, if you so much hate Diddy so much, you should want him to get out so you can do something to him then. But you're laughing and that because he's staying in jail and all that. This guy's like, you like 50. 50 is like 50 years old, bro. So yeah, man. I just lost respect for 50, man. I can't even lie, and I've been watching 50 from the beginning of his career, before he signed to Eminem, before he dropped his first album, everything. I was there. I watched 50's whole career pan out. I watched his whole career pan out. Do you know what I'm saying? And he done good for the first 2-3 albums. After that, it was over. And you wouldn't want to hear a 50 Cent album. I've seen some rumors that he might be dropping an album soon on Twitter. Like, nobody wants to hear a 50 Cent album right now. But yeah, he controlled Diddy as much as he wants, but Diddy's got the knockout blow on 50 regardless. Diddy's got the knockout blow. But yeah, I just thought I'd do a video about that, man. I just thought, like, yo, I'm seeing too much. I'm seeing 50 Cent troll too much. And I'm just thinking, rah, come on, man. This is so petty and that. It's like, It's just getting embarrassing now. But let me know what you lot think anyway. Do you think 50 is in the right for doing it? Do you think Diddy got the killer blow on 50? Put it in the comments below. And if you're watching this channel, subscribe to the channel, people. Get me to 1,000 subs, people, and let's get the likes up, man. Run the likes up. If you watch the video to the end, run the likes up. I'm out. Zed's World.
I done sold all this dope for years just to become a YouTuber. Shit fucked up, y'all.